Despite not being updated in many years, Minecraft Xbox and PlayStation Legacy Console Edition is still many people's favourite version of the game. Whether it's for the nostalgia and the fact it was the first version they played Minecraft on, or for many missing features such as amplified worlds, custom superflats, exit without saving, and many other smaller missing parity features from Bedrock or Java Edition, or whether it's because it was optimised for console and had a good user interface, many people would love to see this version of the game return. But unfortunately, this isn't going to happen. A lot of people recently have been mentioning the fact that they'd love to see this version return, and there's even been people writing articles or Minecraft feedback posts about it, thinking that they're the first person to suggest that Minecraft Legacy Console should come back. But for many years, a lot of people have wanted this version to return, and it's not like Mojang wouldn't have heard the people. Ever since this version was discontinued and Bedrock Edition was released to both the Xbox and eventually the PlayStation, it was something that people wanted, legacy consoles to continue and not to go away. So Mojang are not going to change their mind on this now. It would make literally no sense for them to re-release Minecraft console editions. So no matter how many articles, feedback posts or videos you see about this possibly returning, or it's going to return, or even a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series port of Minecraft Console Edition going to be releasing, this is not going to happen. Unless it's officially confirmed by Microsoft, do not believe anything. And it's not even like they could do a Legacy Console Edition anyway. Even though it might seem like a lot of people want the Legacy Console versions back, it's actually only a small minority. You see, people are always going to be vocal if they want something. And whilst there is a lot of PlayStation and Xbox players that miss the Legacy Console versions, many do prefer Bedrock 2 for the commands and other features. And even though Bedrock Edition isn't perfect, it's probably not as many people as you'd think that would want the Legacy Editions to return. Legacy Editions don't have many of the Bedrock features such as command blocks, crossplay, realms, servers, and many more. Furthermore, 4J's contract with Microsoft and Mojang ended, so they no longer develop the console editions of Minecraft, and 4J have started working on their own game. So therefore, who would develop a new update for Legacy Console Edition? Who would bring it up to the newest Minecraft updates? And who would make any new versions for the new gen consoles of Console Edition? The reason Console Edition was so great was because 4J Studios were an amazing development team who knew exactly how to make console games work well for consoles and controllers, and without 4J, the console editions would be ruined and the legacy of the console edition would no longer be the same if somebody else was to develop it instead of 4J Studios. It also doesn't make sense from a business point of view. When Minecraft Console Edition was originally discontinued, this was because less than 5% of players played on the console editions of Minecraft. And this number would be even lower now, with Bedrock being an option too. It's not like they discontinued Bedrock, and it's even not like people would move back if they did discontinue Bedrock Edition, because Console Edition in many ways is a downgrade. Even though it's a great version of the game, it is missing a lot of the core Minecraft features that people expect today. It would cost a lot of money, development time, and they'd have to hire someone to make the console edition versions and continue to update them. And also, it's so many updates behind Bedrock at this point that it would take years for them to catch up, especially if it was a small development team, and therefore Minecraft Console Edition would always be behind the Bedrock and the Java edition of the game again, like it used to be back in the olden days. Instead of releasing Console Edition updates on Minecraft PlayStation and Xbox, they should focus on adding parity features. Of course, there's big parity features like custom superflats, amplified worlds, exit without saving, and other ones mentioned in this video, but there's also a lot of smaller ones, such as just being able to see what colour people are on the map, having coordinates on the map, and also many other smaller features that Minecraft Console Edition used to have, but the Bedrock Edition doesn't. Let me know in the comment section down below, what features and console editions do you most want to see added to Bedrock? But this would make a lot more sense if they focused on adding a lot of the missing features from the console versions to Bedrock, but a lot of console players would feel more comfortable. One of the biggest things they could do for Minecraft Console Edition players on Bedrock Edition would be make a good user interface, one that's optimized for controllers. At the moment, they just ported the Pocket Edition UI over to consoles, and there's no thought about controllers and how controller players can experience and access these menus. They should have really kept 4J Studios to work on the Bedrock Edition of Minecraft, at least when it was being transitioned over from console to Bedrock Edition, so that the console edition players would be able to have a good experience from day one on Bedrock and make sure that a lot of the console features that are missing from Bedrock would have been implemented, and it would just be usable and a good user experience for anybody on consoles. Talking about Minecraft console versions, one of the biggest features people want on Minecraft Xbox and PlayStation is RTX ray tracing. So if you want to know why you can't get ray tracing on Minecraft, PlayStation and Xbox, check out the video on screen. I'll see you over there right now.